They will be meeting Wednesday to discuss giving Pfizer emergency authorization for their COVID vaccine for kids between the ages of 12 and 15. Now, if it's approved, the CDC will give the green light. Pfizer is also working to get vaccine approval for ages 2 to 12 sometime this fall. Moderna says its vaccine is showing 96% effectiveness in testing of children 12 and older and is expected to request emergency approval as well. Well, all this comes as Pfizer also seeks full FDA approval for its vaccine. And joining us live right now with the very latest on all of this is our good friend, Dr. Oz. Happy Monday. How are you?
Doing very well. I wrote my wife her poem, so she's happy now. It's my Mother's Day present.
You did good. That's good. It's personal and from the heart. It's better than jewelry.
That's what she says. So let's unpack some of the things you were mentioning. So one of the reasons that Pfizer wants to get full approval, not just emergency use authorization, is it allows them and Moderna eventually as well to be able to codify what they're up to. So they realize that there's probably a 95% protection against severe disease caused by other variants, by the UK and South African variant. By making it a truly approved product, it'll help deal with some of the vaccine hesitancy. It's also going to make it easier for some companies to ask people to get it. Now, there's a big debate about whether you can mandate vaccines, which I know is raging in Florida and elsewhere in the country. But it is one of the reasons that these companies are seeking formal FDA approval.
Let's talk a little bit about the variants, right? Because that's I think the next thing that scares people. They think, oh gosh, I'm going to get vaccinated and then I'm going to catch some crazy variant and it's not going to cover it.
Well, that's the big fear. And it turns out that at least for the variants we know about, the two ones that are most concerning, which is the UK variant, which is the most common variant right now in America, and the South African variant, these vaccines are working quite well. They've already shown that boosters could be created and would work and are safe, but they got to wait until there's a reason to make a booster, because we don't want everyone in America being pushed back into more vaccines. You guys are just closing your vaccination centers. We'd have to reopen them in order to get the booster shots into everybody.
Doc, we did an interesting study earlier this morning that said men are more hesitant to get the vaccine than women. Why is that, you think?
Men don't think they're going to get hurt. They think they're immortal. Most young men take big risks for that reason anyway. They don't go to the doctor. That's why women are often told to just make the appointment, the men will show up. But that's what we expect. I also think we're going to have a big problem with parents getting their kids vaccinated. You just mentioned the numbers earlier that we're going to get approval probably this week for the age 12 and older population, and the vaccine does work well for them, but they don't seem to get all that sick from the virus to begin with. So about a third of parents say, yeah, I want the vaccine, I want my kids extra safe. A third say, I'm not sure yet. And a third say, there has no way I'm giving my kids a vaccine. And when we get into the 2 to 12 age range, where you really don't even have symptoms, it's a weird scenario, because now you're asking parents to vaccinate their kids primarily to protect the teachers or other people coming in contact with the kids. That's not what we normally do. We don't vaccinate one population to protect a different population. So you can get a lot of reluctance.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think that is maybe one of the things that's holding parents back from wanting to do this. But how would you compare getting your child the COVID vaccine to, say, getting the flu shot?
Well, the flu does hurt children. I mean, it's as much of a problem for kids as it is for adults. It's not the case for COVID. So I don't see a real movement to get kids vaccinated. But this is going to be a problem within the school systems, because teachers and other workers in the school system are going to say, well, get the kids vaccinated so we don't have widespread disease, even if it's asymptomatic. And the counter argument is, well, if once you've been vaccinated, if vaccines work, and we do believe they work, then you're safe. So what's the big deal?
Right.
Why do you care about the person next to you as long as you're safe?
Yeah, no, it's a good point, Doc, and it's one I have a feeling we're going to be talking about all summer long. Always great to talk to you. I'd like to see the poem. If you could just email it to me. I just want to make sure all your grammar and your spell check was good, okay?
I'm much better at surgery than poems. Thank you, though.
I'm sure it was lovely. Dr. Oz, great to talk to you as always. Have a terrific week, and thank you.
Take care.
You too. And remember, you can watch Dr. Oz every day, 2 o'clock, right here on Fox 35. Coming up on Good Day Orlando, we could soon see gas prices